Hello everyone at CCA tonight. We are currently covering a quarters final matchup of Division 3 for CCA Season 3. Or Season 3, wait, Season 5. Holy, I'm getting my numbers mixed up here. I am not alone in this endeavor, just so to keep my numbers straight. Introduce yourself.
My name's Spicy on the mic once again with Neptune here on CCA YouTube. We got a match between Bull Sharks, Blacktips from the University of South Florida, and Egg Spaghetti from UC Berkeley. Quarterfinals of Division 3 CCA Season 5, right? We did get this right this time. I think.
100%,
It is Season 5.
Yeah, it is Season 5, it is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I have to be on that mindset of thinking about all the five numbers out there instead of the threes. But hey, it seems like these members are getting ready to lock and load here into Rainmaker Undertow Spillway. This map was recently reworked. People keep talking about it. We have that little bit of a cubby area on the sides, and now the uninkable area is now going to be called inkable area for me, so be on the lookout for that. That inkable area makes it just so much easier to just knock out more on this map, Spicy.
It really does, and you've seen it a lot here in CCA playoffs. If you've been tuning in, we've had a lot of coverage of playoffs across all divisions, and it's been an amazing game to watch that. But here we are, about to wrap up Division 3's first round here with Undertow Spillway Rainmaker. Let's get a quick look into the opening comps from each side as we get a look here and see what we got going.
Yeah, definitely. I believe we have Bull Shark Blacktips in the blue, and Egg Spaghetti is going to be in that bright yellow color. How fitting the Egg Spaghetti get the yellow color there, but hey, you know what? They're locking in already here, and that Rainmaker's immediately popped through. The thing that's standing out to me, though, is that bow on the side of Egg Spaghetti here. Floppy on this bow here, going to create a lot of damage to that Rainmaker shield, as well as create this chip damage and Toxic Mist to slow down anyone approaching them.
Yeah, I really like the use of the bow here then, and you see what's happening here in mid, where nothing is really happening because there's a lot of just fighting off, trying to establish an opening. You see the whale being popped, you see that there is a hammer online for the side of the Bull Sharks as well. Now the core is up, and this is going to lead to a potential opening here. Hammer gets thrown, not going to be able to find much off, but two go down, and Sharks in favor of the Bull Sharks here, and just a lot of stuff happening. 45 seconds in, not really much to be going through right now. Chu is just trying to survive here as Spaghetti's also trying to find some opening, but they missed the special usage, and really just a lot of stuff happening right now. No one has been able to make a move yet.
Yeah, definitely. It's very interesting how both these teams, a minute has passed and no one has been attempted to grab the Rainmaker yet. They are playing this very patiently. Multiple specials have been clicked. You saw the 8-check, you saw the Trizuka, you see the Killer Whale. Finally, the Rainmaker is picked up here. They managed to get enough confidence to pull us through. But no, the hammer on the side of Bull Sharks is going to come through and just immediately take out the Rainmaker.
Yeah, and that hammer led to a wipe as well, and not only did a wipe, but almost a checkpoint being broken in favor of the Bull Sharks. Amazing defensive stand right there from Egg Spaghetti to just not let that happen to them right here. But that was a huge opening, and the Blaster finding a 2-second right there as well. Sends the Wave Breaker up, trying to get a third as well here. Not going to be able to find it just yet, never mind. As now Egg Spaghetti starts to make a run of their own over here on towards this left side. Rainmaker and the Cooler working in tandem here. Two down for the Bull Sharks, and a Jet trying to provide some defense once again, but this is going to lead to another checkpoint being broken in favor of Egg Spaghetti.
Yeah, definitely. You see already Octo Cali on this here on the side of the spawn of Bull Sharks Blacktips, and already providing enough paint here for that Rainmaker to swim through with, along with this inkjet. The hammer does get popped there. This is just amazing, just pressure going up. You're getting 20 points on the board here. Quite an amazing push here, Spicy.
An amazing push indeed. Neptune Cooler once again coming out now as Octocali is also staying alive here. Two down once again for the Bull Sharks, who have Cooler of themselves. Benadryl with the Jet finding one. Now having to get in the assist here to keep the Rainmaker from going up and getting that knockout. But Egg Spaghetti already taking it into the 3 now, and there's 2 minutes left to go in this game. They don't have to knock out if they don't want to, but they're looking at the position. They force the Bull Sharks in, making them reset right away. Just get it back into mid to get it back there. But now looking at this now, it's going to be really hard for Bull Sharks to make a comeback here.
Yeah, definitely. It is quite a tall order to knock out on this map, though it's a little bit easier now that uninkable area is inkable, but hey, a tall order for a knockout is a huge advantage from any team, especially on a mode like Rainmaker, because now it's just Egg Spaghetti's time to basically just sit back, put the chip damage, get all that pressure down. They have two really good weapons with AoE as well as that range blaster there as well, but no, it's going to be Inker trying to get the Trizuka kill, but Flopsy has something to say about it here. But Chu is going to respond with a hammer of their own, turn back around here, look to get a second here, gets it immediately, and gets all this attention here as well as the picks that they are hearing.
Yeah, and that's critical there for the Bull Sharks to have that kind of hammer usage there and really give them something. 2 down now from the side of Egg Spaghetti. And remember, the Bull Sharks still have to break through that first checkpoint before even getting into a chance to get it towards the 2 or knock out. Now, looking at what they're going to be able to do here with less than a minute to go. They are going to be able to potentially make a move here, but they do lose the Rainmaker once again. 2 down now on the side of Egg Spaghetti, and it does look like the Bull Sharks are going to be able to recover, at least in terms of being able to pop the Rainmaker bubble, and then maybe get another pick as right there as they do. And then the Suction Bomb is going to offer to cover some pain, and they're trying to just be able to finally break into that checkpoint, and this would be huge for them here, but there's a big defensive stand from Egg Spaghetti here in these last 30 seconds with that jet play being used massively, and it's being so hard for Bull Sharks to make it through and going 3 down in the process.
That was an amazing attempt there from Bull Sharks right there, but it just seems like Egg Spaghetti had the answer right where they needed. That inkjet right there being popped at just the critical time, stopping that push right in their tracks right here. Bull Sharks has to make a break for that Rainmaker, but it seems like Egg Spaghetti is already on top of helping it pop and keeping it in that shield, giving them game number 1 here, Spicy. What a show.
What a show indeed. Yeah, Egg Spaghetti was kind of on the back foot for a little bit when the game started. You saw Bull Sharks really start to make that first move, and I thought that first move was going to be like enough for at least them to at least get to that first checkpoint, but by the end of that match, they didn't even get to her. They didn't even get a chance to break through that checkpoint. Egg Spaghetti just really, once after that first minute, really just buckled down, was able to make not only that push towards that checkpoint, but then that push towards the end and put such an insurmountable lead for the Bull Sharks to overcome. Overall, just great play from Egg Spaghetti, looking really comfortable going into this next game.
Yeah, definitely. Egg Spaghetti was very comfortable going in there. They had a lot of chip damage, and they played the game they wanted to play. They were just looking for those opportunities, right, for, what was it, those picks, that chip damage, the resources to push through on that left-hand side so convincingly and moved up so quickly, and they were able to just get a near knockout situation there on Rainmaker Undertow, Spicy. But hey, before we get into Clan Blitz Museum del Foncino, I would like to bring up the East team's keys to victory, because oh boy, I am quite the fan of Bull Shark Blacktip's keys to victories here.
Yeah, short and simple. Surprise, fear, and ruthless efficiency. Now, I love the idea of using surprise and fear, because I don't think I've ever heard those being used as a keys to victory before. But if you can, like, you know, at this level especially, you can definitely, like, catch teams off guard with either weird comps or, like, weird strategies. And in tandem, putting them in a fearful situation. Really, those could be used very interestingly, and I think it really touches on the mental aspect of, like, Splatoon. You know, usually when we talk about the mental, it's about, like, what you can control, but now putting fear for the other team, that is interesting. I've never seen that used before here, and I'm about to start whipping out my psychology notes from my undergrad to see what we can do to manipulate the emotional profile of the other team.
Okay, yeah, you know what? This might be my new psychology experiment here, Spicy. You know, I haven't studied any psychology since high school. You know, I took the AP Psych class, got a little bit of the credit there on the exam there, but hey, might have to dust those off, look around a bit, and see how this can apply in a Splatoon match, as Bull Shark Blacktip is claiming to make it so with their keys to victory. But I want to bring up Egg Spaghetti's keys to victories here, and you know what? I really, really like how simple number 3 is. Eat happy and healthy. You know, it is Cinco de Mayo. I got a little bit of Mexican food in my stomach here. Hopefully you can get you folks at home, or Spicy, you might be able to get a little bit of Mexican food in your stomach there and be happy and healthy like Egg Spaghetti likes to be.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I touch fundamental health. aspect a lot, but the physical aspect, especially eating well, actually does matter a lot. You don't want to go into a game, especially a playoff game, where you eat just a bunch of bad food beforehand and all you're thinking about is your stomach is hurting or like you're out of focus and you're just all groggy. Eating happy and healthy actually does help your performance. So, and the way UC Berkeley's playing, Spaghetti, maybe that's their big key here, actually. And that's the reason they're 5-0 on the regular season and still looking to make a run here in Division 3.
Yeah, definitely. And just along with their other two keys to victory, communicate effectively with the callouts and ride the Reef Slider to victory. I don't think I saw a Reef Slider there on their initial comp there, but hey, you know what? If it comes to zones and the Reef Slider is there, they could be eating happy and healthy with the cheese coming from that Reef Slider as well. So I am really curious to see how they're going to be if they are going to bring Reef Slider outside of those modes. But hey, Spicy, we are going to be getting right back into this. It is going to be Clam Blitz, Museum Delphine. The block is in play and flank routes are enabled. These teams are going to lock in. Let's see these comps here, Spicy.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what are we going to be having adjustment-wise. I do see a pencil and a dark tetra coming out now as well from XPK. So you do see, Reef Slider is in play now, based on what their victory were. Meanwhile, for the side of Bull Sharks, you do see the move to custom Jet Squelcher now, offering the rain instead here. Also, gonna be interesting to see how these comps develop, how the strategies work here. I'm really curious to see what happens from either side. As you see in the opening aspects of this game, where clam economy matters so much, and Bull Sharks getting out to a rapid start in terms of already having a power clam ready, having the core up, and then there's C-Jet going down in the process. Chu now having that power clam, also having a hammer ready. This could be the start of a potential push in the future, as long as they're able to control mid and then make their way up.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned the Reef Slider is in play, but what's most importantly is the weapon attached to it, the Tetra Duels. It's a great tool just to pull attention, get a lot of ego fights, win a lot of 1v1s here, and it's just going to allow Egg Spaghetti an opportunity to be able to move up, get that space necessary, as well as click that Reef Slider right now, especially since they're already on the spinner right here. They do have quite a bit of clams, 12 clams to their names here. The economy is ticking in their favor as they look to be able to score this one right here, but get shut down by Chu on the Ultra Stamp there.
And that's a massive play from Chu. Also finding another pick in the process here. Chu is absolutely starting to pop off, and now the Bull Sharks are able to rebound nicely, having that power clam ready once again. Now start to move their way up into mid and potentially into a position where they're going to be able to score. They already have two power clams ready here, having that one of their players going down, unfortunately though, but they do have this cooler and the hammer online. They do want to make a push here. Chu obviously trying to just find something, and now with two power clams still, this could be the start of something for Bull Sharks once again. But this fight in mid has been absolutely insane, as neither team is really giving an inch here.
Yeah, definitely. And inches are being taken with that Reef Slider. Octo Cali on these Tetra Duels, looking to get one of these picks here, using these dodge rolls just to slowly get out of the way here. But no, it's going to be Inker on the Octo Shot already, looking for a way to try and get the power clam in. But no, it's going to be Chu sneaking up already into his basket, taking one power clam and two that was brought over there by their teammate, and just scoring it already here, putting Bull Sharks already on the scoreboard here. The clams curse has been broken, Spicy, and it seems like they're going to funnel as many clams as possible, especially with this wipeout happening here.
Yeah, and there's baskets going to remain open. Chu once again having a couple clams as well. This basket's still going to stay open too. We're already at 24, and this was the first push of the entire game. And this is a crazy lead that the Bull Sharks have developed for them. What an amazing play you saw from Chu, being able to help open the basket, then rebound the next clams, and just keep that basket open. And Spaghetti now having a chance of their own, having that tactical already, having a power clam here, and just look at all those specials online. If they want to make a push here, they have the resources necessary to do so. Reef Slider come out once again, for offering that opening, and now having those dodge rolls in tandem. Two down on each side here as you're trying to see what's going to happen, but Spaghetti doesn't have the power clams available at the moment to make this push, despite having great positioning to do so.
Yeah, definitely. Positioning is key here, especially from Octocali. You saw how quickly they positioned that Reach Slider just to immediately cross through to the spinner onto the enemy's platform right there. That was a fantastic push and coordination happening there. Already getting 2 power claims and clicking this Reach Slider, already trying to get another one, but unfortunately going to get taken out by Gabe on the end zap right there. You know, this is just fantastic defense with Bull Sharks right here. It seems like they're just Xspaghetti's just trying to get everything into their platform right now, but it's not going to be enough to beat that monumental 24 lead push that Bull Sharks is able to create at the beginning of the game here.
Yes, and now we are approaching the final minute of the game, and sometimes in Clan Blitz, we're at the point where no team has really scored, but now, we're in this last minute, we've seen these teams both have big pushes, taking it all the way from the 100 to the 45 and the 24 respectively. Xspaghetti trying to make a move of their own once again at 7, finding a pick now, trying to find an extra one here, getting that on to Gibe as well. True, then responding with the hammer, and also having this is going to make things very critical. Xspaghetti having a ton of clams online here to pencil, having won their bucket, also had one before going down. So 2 are available in this process now with last 30 seconds to go. If I look at all the power clams on the favor of Bull Sharks, 3 available in a 2-down situation for Xspaghetti. This is an absolutely insane situation here with these last 20 seconds to go. There's got to be a big defensive hole potentially in favor of the Bull Sharks, but these last 10 seconds are going to be everything here.
Yeah, definitely. Last 10 seconds is do or die here for Xspaghetti, trying to find a way into the base of the Bull Sharks right here. Now, creating all the power clans was actually really smart on Bull Sharks' part. You know, now they have all this clam economy, and it seems like Xspaghetti needs a lot of clams to be able to get through, but they're not going to be able to get it with all these power clans formed here. Not with Chu as well on this Ultra Stand, swinging back around to get that at Snipe Rider, desperately rushing for the basket there, and just going to deny the score altogether. 1-1, even on the score here, Spicy. It's going to be a long and good set, definitely.
This is going to be such a good set indeed. Now, we've seen these teams both have those moments of like amazing capability and performance there. We saw it happen in the first game with Xspaghetti. Now, Bull Sharks responding with these amazing pushes of their own. And really, I love that you mentioned about like how they just controlled the clam economy at the end by having all those power clams. That's one way to have like a really great defensive stand, is to just like control all the resources in your favor and really do that. That's gotta be insane. That's a really great way, honestly. Calling back to like one of their keys to victory, I think it was fear, or just the end of ruthless efficiency. Honestly, that like, yeah, I would be scared too if there are no clams available because they have 3. It's the biggest like intimidation factor of like, oh, how are we going to have a push of our own if they have all the resources to make a push? But we're going into Splat Zone's Robo Ramen, and this is going to be a really great way to see how these teams are adjusting. I think we already saw one player get substituted out for one of the teams already. We've seen a lot of great changes in terms of comps also as well. So this is going to be a really fun way to see, with the set tied at 1 apiece, how are we going to be seeing which team is going to start to make a run, get into a better advantage going into the rest of the set.
Yeah, definitely, Spicy. I agree with you that Splat Zone's Robo Ramen is definitely going to be a litmus test to see how these teams are adapting to each other, because it feels like Xspaghetti was so in control of that Rainmaker game, and then Bull Sharks Blacktips just immediately bounced back with an insane push of their own on Clan Bits, and it just kind of felt like it was a Uno reverse card being played. Oh, hey, yes. It's my turn to just play the entire game. You're not going to be able to move up here. We're going to control the clam economy. You're going to feel a lot of fear. You're not going to push up to our spinner or as easily as we're going to push up into yours, and we're going to have people like Shu, Gabby, just watch the spinner there and prevent anyone from getting up there, especially the Tetras. The Tetras, when they got up there, while they were able to find meaningful picks, was not able to secure enough members down to be able to effectively score there.
Yes, I think that's all great additions you said there, and I think we are noticing again another substitution being made. I don't know which team is making the substitutions exactly, but I think that's a really interesting thing here, especially because this is a really important game. Like, really every game at this point is going to feel very important in this best of 9 first of 5 set, but like, where you seeing like these comp changes, these player adjustments also is going to make things really fun. And if we're going to be able to see like differences in strategy, differences in weapon compositions, which will make things really interesting going in the spot zone. So it's going to be it's going to relate, I think, a lot to what we saw in game 2, where we had like a lot of like control. It was the really big theme of the game, and zones is definitely a mode where, yes, it's going to be like whoever really is in control of the objective obviously is going to be in the advantageous position. So going into this next game, I'm wondering what we're going to see from either team as we are finally getting into game 3. Very pivotal moments here between both these schools as they try to get a lead into this set.
Yeah, definitely. Both these teams are hungry for that win. They want to secure that spot up for semifinals here, but wait a minute there, Spicy. That is a Octo Brush with the Zip Caster and Suction Bomb now in the play on the side of Egg Spaghetti here.
Yeah, as well as a Splat Dually too. So like now they have a Crab Tank, they have the Octo Brush. Very interesting playstyle shift in a way if you look at it. And now meanwhile for the Bull Sharks, very similar comp to what we've been seeing here. And now it's gonna result in Egg Spaghetti getting a chance to open up, really start to get something going. But they are gonna go multiple members down in the division, multiple players going down on both sides here, as it's been an absolutely chaotic first 30 seconds, and despite all that, Egg Spaghetti still gonna hold strong with his own.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like they're doing bar for bar, trade for trade, and right now, Bullstrike Blacktips is responding with an even bigger push of their own as 3 members go down, forcing this Bladley to just jump out here. They do have the crab here for re-entry here, but hey, if Bullsharks is able to hold out and be able to keep this zone for long enough, they'll be able to at least swap the lead right here, but no! The pace for the crab tank as well as the Snipe Fighter is going to be able to secure it here, Spicy.
Yeah, we're looking at an absolutely chaotic ending to this section indeed here. Like, what even is happening? We're going back and forth once again in terms of this zone, flipping back again now, going back into neutral. This is a scary situation for both teams here. 2 down, or one down on each side, so they're starting to bring back in. We're 90 seconds into this game now. The core is up now for the Bull Sharks here. They try to make something happen here. Egg Spaghetti once again having control of the zone with not a big lead in their end. Chu finding a pick once again, trying to go make this a double here. They do so indeed, and that's a 3-down situation for Egg Spaghetti here. The core on the pencil is still active here. They do want to keep it online as long as possible to get their team a chance to come back in, but now Bull Sharks having a potential way to get back in here, have a chance to really start to make this happen. You see the Zuka player going down in the process. 2 down now, and Egg Spaghetti's gonna try and look to make control. Raven with the Zip Caster now trying to find some extra picks here, as well as they don't do so enough though, but now they still have control of the zone. This is looking to be a very great way for Egg Spaghetti to just maintain control as they are out of their penalty, have some specials online, or look to just keep extending this lead.
Yeah, definitely. Raven on this Octobrush is time and time again. They are in here to win it as well. Constantly calling up for backup, looking for the right opportunity just to kill Shu on this Viper. They are like a disease that just keeps spreading out and allowing Bull Sharks to be able to get the zone here. But with Raven watching that flank here, as well as entering in with Zipcaster, as well as into this choke point, finding not 1 but 2 members already, it's just gonna allow them to move up into Spicy. I don't think they have a response to this.
I don't know how you respond to this, because Egg Spaghetti and Raven especially was just popping off like that, and now it's already into the single digits in terms of points. Both members down on in for the Bull Sharks. I don't think they have what it takes here, as Egg Spaghetti is gonna have a ton of control after those first 90 seconds and just roll right on through, get this win in game 3 and go up 2-1 in this set.
Yes.
What an amazing performance.
Amazing performance indeed from Egg Spaghetti. I think that substitution there on the side of Egg Spaghetti, I believe that was Raven coming in here as well with the Octobrush there. I mentioned it before, just Spicy, but just you saw how much space and dominance Raven was able to hold on their side of the zone, right? As well as that pit area as well. Anyone who tried to just create a flank or an angle like that Viper did on the side of Bull Sharks is just immediately shut down and stuffed out by this Octobrush slinging their ink, just immediately taking them down and not allowing them to take any space that they normally are able to just get for free.
Yes, honestly, being able to just take up so much space and like really deny space in for bull sharks was big here, especially because on the splat zone where positioning really does matter a lot. Being able to just put yourself in a place to control the zone is so good when you have a player like Raven who's just able to go in, go crazy, get picks, and really make it easier for their team to work around in terms of that positioning. That's going to be massive, and assuming that Raven stays in or that Xpagay doesn't look to make any other substitutions in this going into this next game, that's a great way here. I wonder if they're going to keep a very similar comp here going into tower control Mansa Maria.
Yeah, definitely. And I can see the vision with Egg Spaghetti's comp. You know, you have the Snipe Rider, right? Providing all that paint for all the weapons that, at their beck and call that are going to be able to excel very. The Duelie's able to get in, get out really quickly. Octobrush is able to stuff out any approaches. And then you have the Holy Grail completing that at comp there with the Range Blaster. You know, Range Blaster often is seen as like one of the stronger blasters, you know, just being able to threaten so much space with these giant burst AoE hitboxes, allowing them to hit in certain angles, certain choke points safely from a distance, and not going to allow anyone to pass through, especially the bull sharks, right? When we saw how many times that they relied on entry from either a special or Shu going in with the wiper there and just controlling all that space and keeping it out and denying bull sharks from getting in there is just allowing them to play the game at their own pace there.
Yes, and we do notice that Raven does get subbed out now. I don't know exactly which player is being subbed in there. I think it is Calicat.
Calicat, yes. It is
Calicat there. So that's interesting here. And seeing, especially with how well it really shows how good the depth is on Egg Spaghetti. Really a great way to just keep the other team on their toes. I know bull sharks, so surprise and fear was a big thing for their like keys to victory, but Egg Spaghetti is kind of like using those keys to victory themselves. You can really just keep other teams on their toes, not knowing which players are going to be brought in and out, knowing that no matter who you put in, there's like a high quality player ready to be put in at any given moment, especially like if no matter like the map mode combination, okay, here's tower control Mansa Maria, now there's a chance for this player to shine here, maybe this composition is going to work here. And like you mentioned the vision before of like what Egg Spaghetti has been using, they have a lot of visions, I guess, with how this entire sets, and that's the really fun thing, I think, especially at this level where you really like to see not where the experimentation isn't really just experimentation anymore, because now it's just it actually has developed. This is in the playoffs. You have these plans developed now, really working to the strengths of your players, and it just goes to show how good and how much quality is put into this comp, put into this team, and why Egg Spaghetti is looking really good so far in the set.
Yeah, definitely. We keep talking about Egg Spaghetti and like how they keep adjusting these members here, but I also got to give it to the Bull Sharks a little bit as well. You know, sticking with the core four versus just ixing it up always. You know, it's always having the same core four members there, recognizing, hey, these are their faults. How are we going to adapt to it, right? Recognizing who stays in, how they adapt to it, right? As well as sticking on like similar weapons as well. You know, you can just talk about like, hey, perhaps you could use a special here at this point right here, but hey, it seems like the comp is going to be changing. I am eating my words already on Cinco de Mayo here. Deco Wiper is on board with the Tena missiles and Squid Beacons, and we also have the classic and tried and true ballpoint on Manta Maria.
Yeah, the ballpoint pick makes a ton of sense here for Benadryl with all the greats, all those positionings he's able to. Sadly, they are going to be splatted out pretty early on in this game so far. X7 trying to do what they can here for Egg Spaghetti, and now putting a couple members down onto each side. Egg Spaghetti going to be having a chance to make the first move once again, but amazing pick right there for the Bull Sharks, as they're going to be able to stop the tower momentum going for at least a bit here, try to recuperate, and now just get a chance to move the tower themselves here.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like the tower is just not going to be able to move as effectively as they want to. You know, there is a cooler on both sides, ends up on both sides here, and as long as that cooler is being supplied and those bombs are being thrown here and these picks are not being pushed too far in, they're going to be able to hold so much space right here. But hey, a bloodbath I think might be an understatement to what's happening here, Spicy.
Yeah, bloodbath indeed. Just seeing pick after pick. Everyone is falling at this point. The missiles are going to also come into play now. And now the lead has switched in favor of the Bull Sharks, who are going to be the first team to get towards that first checkpoint. Going to try and break it here, but you see how much stuff is happening. A lot of players from the Bull Sharks all around the tower, which makes sense just to try and keep that tower going. But now it is going to keep going. Going to take it past the 70 here. Flopsy going to try and stop it, but not going to be able to do so here as Bull Sharks are moving their way over to the second checkpoint. Flopsy trying to get some extra picks here, but the second checkpoint is gonna fall as well. 2 members go down on the side of the Bull Sharks. 3 down now. But what a way for them to at least get some momentum and push the tower past 2 checkpoints.
Yeah, definitely. Fantastic job from the Bull Sharks there. Breaking through that second checkpoint is often seen as a pretty big hurdle on Manta Maria there. The first one's a little bit easier there, but you definitely need the resource as well as the manpower to push through it. But hey, right here, it's going to be the missiles coming out here, you know, at such a good timing here, taking them off the tower temporarily, allowing for Bull Sharks members to regroup, look for opportunity to try and stop that push here as they get to the second checkpoint. But Calicat is going to respond with the inkjet of their own here and going to be unfortunately not going to find a single pick here. 2 is coming back to this tower here, keeping it under control, wiping it off here. You know, hey, they're going to just wipe it clean in here regardless of what map mode it's going to be, Spicy.
True, yeah, wiping it clean is just a perfect way to describe it, honestly, as you already see that the Bull Sharks once again have control of the tower. We have about 2 minutes left to go in this game. The missiles are going to be online and going to be coming out here, trying to find their mark, I think, onto 2 players, which is going to be helpful here, especially as now we have hit the 2 minute to go mark. The tower is still once again in control of the Bull Sharks as they try to just keep this tower going, extend this lead as much as possible, pushing it into enemy territory. A lot of players falling down on the side of XPK, making that 3 downs on there, and very briefly, Benadryl now with that ballpoint going to try and help push this tower any bit further for them, as there's so much happening just right now.
Yeah, so much is happening so quickly. It just seems like any time X-Spaghetti tries to get a little bit of space, Bull Sharks responds with an even bigger push of themselves, using missiles as well as another special to try and just take it back here. And now it is going to be X-Spaghetti trying his second checkpoint take here one more time here. Calicat's going to be able to trade out with Gibbe on the tower here, as it seems like many members are just going to make a scramble for that tower here, but no, Benadryl going to give him a big dose of that ballpoint right there, not allowing any members of X-Spaghetti to cross easily, not whatsoever.
Yeah, and 1 minute to go. This is critical. That was a big defensive stand for the Bull Sharks once again. Now they're just gonna be able to just really just control here. A lot of the mid game, or a lot of this mid part of the map is gonna be up for grabs right now. The jet once again coming out for Benadryl. You see the whale in play from Egg Spaghetti, and they have a jet of their own as well with the Tri-Slosher, just trying to do something here. Calicat gonna be able to pick up the cooler, now having that jet online and activate. 2 down now on the side of the Bull Sharks, and they'll leave this last 30 seconds to go. This is gonna be a very critical section of this map, of this match right now. The last 20 seconds are coming in. This might be the last stand for Egg Spaghetti. They have a lot of specials being in play, where Slosher is going to be going down here. 15 seconds to go. 2 down now on the side of Egg Spaghetti. The Zuka is putting in a ton of work, making that, finding another pick as well. And now the tower is going to fall back in the hands of the Bull Sharks. Not for long though, as Egg Spaghetti tries to keep it going, forces it overtime here, but they aren't going to be able to pull it off as the Bull Sharks look to even the set.
Unbelievable. Wow, Bull Sharks defense is something to behold there, right? It was not only just like missiles, or it just felt like someone somewhere was always in position to just throw bombs at the tower, threaten anyone who got up there, and it just felt like X-Spaghetti had no way to enter through there, through the massive defensive wall that was the Bull Sharks there, Spicy.
Now, you don't need like a GG special really if you're the Bull Sharks, because their entire defense just feels like it's a GG at that point. You saw what they were going for there. You mentioned it. They're having a bomb ready at like every angle. Someone is watching the tower pretty much. They knew what they had to do and they executed that to perfection. You know that especially like at certain levels in CCA or in Splatoon in general, there is a reliance on the at last like 15 seconds, or once you hit overtime, it's okay, let's get that GG ink strike, the GG booyah bomb. But like, no, we're just, pure fundamental defense, really, from the side of the Bull Sharks, and a great adjustment for them, too, as the set is now tied at 2 apiece going into these last 5 games.
Yeah, just how quickly Bull Sharks is able to just adapt their defense there and just allowing Egg Spaghetti to just basically fall into their little bit of a trap right there. And I've noticed just like another aspect of Bull Sharks' comp there, especially with the Wiper Deco, pulling that out there was such a smart move there, because not only do you have Tenta Missiles just to lock on and push everyone away from both the tower as well as mid, you had the Squid Beacons and allow their teammates to jump in, especially on a map that's as large as Manta Maria, cutting back that time it takes to get back into mid, as well as a safe position just to be ready on defense at any point in time, even if you go down, is going to allow them to push up here. But hey, it's going to be Rainmaker Humpback Pump Track, the map mode that is infamous for a strong defense being necessary before you can break through to that second checkpoint in the slightest here, Spicy.
Yes, and I think we're going to be in for an amazing, like, philosophical matchup right now, because we have the amazing defense from the Bull Sharks, but look, Raven has swapped in once again for Egg Spaghetti, and Raven kind of acted like as this insane wall breaker in game 3 on Splatoon's Robo Ramen, just being able to like intercept like any defensive stand really that's Bull Sharks are trying to put up here. So now this is going to be just a phenomenal matchup here, assuming these comps are going to be similar to what we saw earlier from both teams, or maybe we're going to see a surprise coming out. But yeah, this is like a great offense against a great defense. And on Rainmaker Humpback, where you mentioned the defense stands are so important, they're so critical, I'm really interested to see how these teams look to translate that defense into offense and take the lead in a very pivotal Game 5.
Yeah, definitely. Game 5 is probably like, if I were to just put my money on any game being like the most important in a set, that one that's right in the middle right there sets a really big tone here. So both these teams are going to be scrambling to fight it out here. But hey, it seems like they're going to be sticking with the same comp here, only swapping out the Wiper Deco for the Vanilla Wiper here. And it seems like we're going to have the Dualies, Entry, Range Blaster, and Octobrush. A lot of weapons that are ready and willing to shut down any Rainmaker push that gets in their way here, as we already see specials being popped here, and Raven finds 2 already here. I blink and you miss it here. The Zipcaster is coming fast right at you like a lightning strike, lightning bolt. Zeus be damned. They are ready to rock and roll here as Raven is just tearing up the competition right now, Spicy.
What just happened? We just saw so many picks just been flying right now, and Egg Spaghetti had this insane run right there. They are gonna get wiped out in the process. Both these teams going for a Haymaker after Haymaker after that insane push from Egg Spaghetti. I'm surprised they only took it up to the 51, and this is only within the first minute of the game. The Bull Sharks don't get to make a big move of their own, getting some picks in the process as well, as they try to just recover here, get back into mid, and make this push. Is going to be a bit difficult here, as you do see the crab tank is now into play, and there's a core as well from Egg Spaghetti, and 2 down from the side of the Bull Sharks here, and they try to get that crab tank out, not going to be able to do so just yet, and that's been looking like to be a cap of the amazing first 90 seconds.
Yeah, first amazing 90 seconds, I think, is the biggest understatement of this year right here. Just the explosive push that came out from Egg Spaghetti's side there, just allowing to move it through here. But no, Anchor on the Zuka right here, gonna get shut down by an Arc Rainmaker shot. This is absolutely crazy here as all 4 members of Bull Sharks fall, and it allows X7 to just move up the Rainmaker to a near game-winning state.
What is that? The amount of offense we are seeing from Egg Spaghetti is unprecedented on this map. Like, what did we just see? We were talking about the amazing defense that just happens here, but who needs the best defense? It's just a strong offense. If you're Egg Spaghetti, just putting in so much of like offensive prowess there, being able to find those picks left and right, whether it be through their specials or whether it be through the Rainmaker. It's absolutely insane. The Bull Sharks are in the spot where they have to take it towards the 6, and they're going to go 2 down once again. Egg Spaghetti is once again just finding all these picks. Another 3 down situation, and they're about to have control of the Rainmaker once again. Based on what we've been seeing before, this might be the last stand here, as they're just finding all these picks. What is happening with this? X7 is just trying to find all these pixels once again. Oh my god!
Dude, I don't think a bloodbath is allowed to do. This is just a giant boxing ring where they just slug it out, haymaker play after haymaker play, as you said earlier, and it just seems like Egg Spaghetti is just trying to punch through, finally knock this one out here, put Bullsharks away back in the books here, and take this convincing game 5 here, especially with such strong AoE weapons. But no, it seems like Chu is going to break away with Gibe and allow them to break through this Rainmaker here. So now it is do or die here for Bullsharks here. They need to make this push successful. They need a near knockout situation here. Gibe is going to get another pick right now. The bombs are coming out here. The tactical is coming out here. A lot of things here. Gibe is just on a streak right now and is just not going to be able to push up, especially with the defense is coming out from Egg Spaghetti with both the Crab Tick as well as the Range Blaster.
Yeah, the Crab Tank is the most defensive thing I've seen in this game, and that's not saying much considering the amount of offense we've been seeing. Oh my god, we're still finding out all these picks here. 2 down on each side. It's been explosive. The Rainmaker can't move an inch. A wipeout once again as Egg Spaghetti in this last minute are gonna take some control here, but now both checkpoints have been broken. And yes, we've talked about this time and time again, where the defense on Rainmaker Humpback can just shine, but we've looked at how crazy the offense has happened in this game. Who knows how much longer? The hammer coming out from Chu once again. This what is this? Oh my lord!
What is going on, Spicy? Ancient being popped, Zimcast is being popped, and the hammer got popped. They got like nearly a quad right there. I am losing my mind at just how scrappy these two teams are. Egg Spaghetti, while seemingly in control with that massive lead here, Bullsharks is responding with just as much scrappy, if not more scrappiness than what we saw in the first minute here. Good offense is a good defense, and a better offense is going to be leading to Egg Spaghetti knocking us out and just keeping that Rainmaker here. Spicy, that was the most insane game of Rainmaker Humpback I have seen in a long time.
I need the stats on that. How many picks just happened, especially in those like first 90 seconds? Because, gee, oh my, what the heck was that? We saw it, yeah, I came back to it multiple times, but yeah, Haymaker after Haymaker, and both teams were doing it at that point, especially towards the end, where we thought, after we saw Egg Spaghetti just like get all of those picks and that first like minute, and then just push up the Rainmaker as far as they did, Bullshark starts to respond right back, and there was a point where I thought they might have been able to just take that momentum and just run through it and steal that win. But what a game 5. That was only game 5. This is a best of 9 set. Egg Spaghetti still has 2 more games to win to punch a ticket in the semis, but with the way Bullsharks are playing as well, we might be in for an actual 9-game set here.
Yeah, definitely. And just, I couldn't have said it better myself, Spicy. Just the momentum, right, was everything on Humpback right there. Just how many picks happened, how quickly they happened as well. It just felt like every time a special was clicked on one enemy's team, another one was responded by your own team, and just allowing this trade it out, right? Trade for trade, blow for blow, haymaker after haymaker, punch through, allow that Rainmaker to push through, right? Because it felt like neither team wanted to step off the gas pedal and just wanted to respond, take it all for one at that point, and just allow the Rainmaker to go forward there. But Egg Spaghetti is going to be the one who ends up being on top there, especially with the explosive pushes that happened in the first half of the game there, Spicy.
Yes, and once again from Egg Spaghetti, we are noticing a substitution, Calicat going out for, I think, Flopsy now. And the fact that Raven is still in means we might be in for another very offensive game, which is going to make things interesting because Clan Blitz, Barnacle, and Dime, we saw earlier on Clan Blitz Museum, where these teams really have a knack for making really big pushes and scoring a lot once they get an opening. And after what we saw in that last game, where once a team gets momentum, they just really start to push their advantage, we could be in for an insane offensive game, which is amazing to say because these teams have shined on defense, really. Like, we thought this was going to be a very good game, good matchup defensively, but now the offense from both teams is really starting to show. The coordination has been on point. The way they've been able to maneuver these team fights and everything and just make their way to just get to a position to score. This game 6 has the potential to be absolutely wild.
Oh yeah, wild indeed, Spicy. If you look it up on dictionary.com, you'll see a video of these two teams scrapping it out on Rainmaker over there. But hey, we're finally getting into, I believe, Clam Blitz on Barnacle and Dime here. It's a little bit of an interesting map mode combination where a good offense is everything. You gotta break through the enemy's platform there, as well as break into that spawn point to be able to get anywhere near that clam basket here. But hey, you know what? Classic picks coming out from both teams here, and it seems like the big thing that's standing out to me is Benadryl on the custom inkjet sculpture here. So, you know, they're going to have that Toxic Mist to be able to help funnel these enemies in, as well as the rain to help push people out here. But Spicy, this is going to be a game I'm 100% sure I can agree with the scrappiness, especially with all the members going down and already members falling into the water.
This is insane. We're only 45 seconds in. No team has like any clams, like whatsoever. I think there's a total of 7 clams between both teams at the moment. Make that 12-ish. Both teams having a lot of players going down, but Spaghetti has the first power clam ready. It does seem like, I wonder if they're going to be able to potentially make something happen, but with the hammer coming out, getting shut down though. Crab Tank also out from Octocali, and neither team is going to be able to give an inch here. Flopsy now with that core going to be able to start moving up, and this looks like a potential opportunity to score. It is indeed. And Spaghetti is trying to make the first move, but going 3 down in the process. Getting that second power clam in was absolutely massive though, giving a chance for them to really extend this push. It does look like that's going to be it though for the basket. It's going to be closing now, but this is going to make things really interesting as the Bull Sharks are going to look to try and make a move of their own pretty soon, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely. Chu has the hammer online here. Chu with the hammer always likes to find that one opportunity to pop it to get some double kills, right? And I just gotta just talk a little bit about how it feels like this is like we're watching a team deathmatch game here rather than an objective game with Clam Blitz here, because I felt like in that first minute here, neither team was really going for clams, but going for the picks right there. And it seems like special for special always just seems to be the name of the game there, as that hammer gets tossed right at that Crab Tank's face there, saying, no, that Crab Tank is not going to be online. I'm going to trade my hammer for it. It's not going to sustain the armor there, not going to allow any more momentum to happen here, but no, Raven on the Zipcaster, going to try and move in here, get kick on Gibbe, looking for Benadryl as well. It looks like all this is momentum. It's just going to get stuffed out though, as Bullshark somehow manages to recover and allow them to get their play here, looking for space here, getting their specials. What a play from Egg Spaghetti.
Yeah, what a play indeed. Now Bull Sharks have a power clam ready once again, and a couple specials as well. And now having that Zuka, getting that pick, absolutely massive there, as they do find maybe a potential opening here. They have the core online, they have the hammer online once again. Their Zap player is going to be going down, but they do look like they're going to be trying to take over on this right side, but they are going to get shut down in the process though. But True trying to find the opening as well, sneaks right by, has the hammer online too. This could be interesting, but they do get shut down in the process though, as Flopsy's able to hold strong. Now has that cooler ready, and they're gonna stall this push for as long as possible here and not let the Bull Sharks get any extra clams. And with less than 2 minutes to go, that was a phenomenal defensive stand. But look at this, 3 down once again though.
Oh my goodness, Spicy. This is absolutely insane here. It just seems like Bull Sharks is just trying to funnel as many clans as possible here, not realizing they don't have quite the numbers to get it through. And it seems like Chu has to peel back here, especially with Octocali popping that Crab Tank here, giving another pity on the board for Egg Spaghetti here, allowing them to push it back. Not going to be able to break the tie and keep Egg Spaghetti in the lead here, but hey, it's already just 1 minute left, and if I've seen, I think for this team, a lot of time is on the board here for anything to happen here, Spicy.
I think there's too much time left on the board for both teams as multiple players go down in the process here. Bull Sharks know that they really just need one more opening and they can take the lead here, but 3 members of their side go down in the process, and 2 specials are online for Egg Spaghetti. Raven now has the Zip Caster once again, and here comes the Zip, finding the pick indeed, and this is going to get another one off the better drill 2, and this is a huge opening for Egg Spaghetti. Breaks the basket once again. Gotta try and extend this lead here in the last 30 seconds, but how much of this lead are they going to be able to have here, because they do get a delayed wipe now, and it does mean another clam is going to be in the hands of the Bull Sharks to force an overtime, and with a lot of time left with 15 seconds, this is going to shape up for one heck of a game here.
Yeah, definitely. They do have the clam economy. Each member is holding a power clam right now, ready and aiming for that clam basket. They're looking for that one opening. The rain does come out here. The Zuka was popped. The rain laser goes down. Chu is going in with this hammer here. Getting 1, getting 2. It's good. They're all going to go in here, and Bull Sharks pulls it out and takes game number 6, evening out the score for the 3rd time this entire set.
What a set we have had here. No team is safe. It's been back and forth this entire set. Well, Egg Spaghetti gets a game, takes the lead. Bull Sharks respond. Back and forth. This has been the same story 3 times in a row. Who's going to be the first team to win 2 games? And out of 3, looks so crazy. Neither team has given an inch. We are down to a best of 3 now.
A best of 3 indeed, Spicy. I'm not entirely sure on like the full statistics here, but I will tell you from all the matches I have casted and I have looked at here, none have gone to that decisive game nail biter that was game 9 yet. But we're gonna have to see that eventually, I think, especially with how back and forth these 2 teams have been here. As you said before, Egg Spaghetti gets the lead initially. Bull Sharks tries to go in with an initial push themselves, gets a little bit of something, but not quite going to get the lead there. But eventually they get the resources and just manage to funnel just the number of picks necessary to get that get into that clam basket area and just dunk all those power clams in like it's a, I don't know, National Bank holiday or something, and the bank is closed. They just broke right in there, Spicy. I don't know. I'm running out of words to describe just how insane this entire set has been so far.
Going back to the keys of victory for Bull Sharks, fear is now the biggest thing that's coming into mind now, because I'm scared. I'm just watching and commentating this, but like that ending of that last game, what do you do? Like, that's the biggest fear right there. There are 3 power clams in play. All they have to do is put 1 in to win the game. There's a hammer online, Chu popping out, and then there's 3 people rushing the basket. That's insane right here. This has been a crazy set back and forth. And now, like, I can't imagine what it's like in the calls of each team. Like Egg Spaghetti communicating effectively with callouts is one of their keys to victory again. Mm-hmm. What the calls in both these teams must be insane here. Like, this is going to be shaping up for an insane, very dramatic finish, I think.
Yeah, definitely. If we were able to just listen to like the team's VCs, like if we were able to drop in or just like have snippets of recording, no gameplay at all, you could tell it was an intense situation that are happening back to back here. But let's see if history is able to repeat itself once again, because I'm noticing a little bit of a pattern here, Spicy. I believe Bull Sharks was able to take both Clam Blitz games previously, and it seemed like what was it? It was Egg Spaghetti who came out on top on Splat Zones last time, and we're going to be going back to Splat Zones here on Ship-Shape Cargo. Let's see how these teams are going to stack up here and if history is going to repeat itself here.
Yes, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how this game develops now. Do see a lot of similar things. Now, Bull Sharks taking control of the zone early, and Spaghetti trying to put it back into neutral once again, but they do go 2 members down here. Not sure how much longer they're going to be able to force something as the Bull Sharks, once again, have control of the zone. Goes 2 down in the process, though. 3 down in the process now. As Chu's the only one up now. X7 now with their V-shot here. Going to be able to take down Chu in now. This is really good for them now. We're going to be able to just take control, get the lead here, and this is reminiscent of what happened on Robo Ramen, where after the Bull Sharks take an early lead, X Spaghetti just kind of just ran away after that. So I wonder if that's going to be the same story this time.
Yeah, definitely. It does seem like Bull Shark is playing this a little bit more patiently. They're waiting for multiple specials to come out. You know, Rain gets popped, Zuru gets popped, Hammer gets popped, but the Hammer's going to just get shut down here. And that zone is looking clean for the taking right now. But no, it just seems like every member of Egg Spaghetti's already back in position, ready to threaten space here. Raven has to peel back here as Bull Sharks respond on apparently picking up the members as necessary here, looking for these opportunities here. This zone is not going to be in control for long here, especially not with Raven dropping on the right side, taking 2 down when trading their life away for those picks there.
And trading their life away, and also that gives an opportunity for the Bull Sharks to take control of the zone once again and force a pretty hefty penalty onto X Spaghetti. Multiple specials online once again. The Zap does go down though in the process. Chu having that Hammer again. Never mind, getting shut down by X7. X Spaghetti gonna have control of the zone potentially once again and force a penalty of their own onto the Bull Sharks. Yes, they do have the tactical buffs as well. X7 trying to take down Chu once again. Now trying to just extend this, but the zone is once again back into a neutral state. Does lead to the Bull Sharks getting control. Once again, having the tactical buffs as well. This is going to be really interesting, but 2 down now for the side of the Bull Sharks is going to translate to X Spaghetti potentially taking control of the zone again. And this has been back and forth despite the fact that the lead is still in favor of X Spaghetti.
Yeah, definitely. It just seems like both these teams are just not able to hold on for this zone for long. It just feels like every time a member goes down, there's just another one ready to just take another one down as well. A trade for trade now, but hey, this time they're going to be winning the trade economy there with Egg Spaghetti taking 2 members of Bull Sharks down here. Already looking for opportunities to make it back here, but Chu immediately trades back with 2 members and almost gets 3 with that Hammer throw.
I thought that Hammer was going to connect there. Flopsy really put into a bad situation, having to back out there. Chu is going on an absolute tear, but then Zuka got a trade in the process, and that's a huge win there for Egg Spaghetti because each trade is going to benefit them at this point. 2 minutes left to go, and Raven once again with the Zipcaster really getting a ton of value out of it this time as well. Maybe does get shut down this time though, but now Bull Sharks now have to find their way back into the zone. The tactical buffs are going to help, but the time is starting to tick. We are already at the 15 point to go mark, and make that 10. Never mind, 11 as the commentator's curse is gonna come into play. Bull Sharks with the Hammer gonna be able to control the zone once again, but they're getting shut down in the process. They at least force a penalty here, buy themselves some time, but this is gonna look to shape up a really interesting final half of this game.
Interesting final half indeed, as Womsy manages to just catch that ends up barely when they were weak with the chip damage from this bow. That is the power of the chip right there, and that is what bow is all about right here. They are playing it properly right now, but it seems like Egg Spaghetti is not going to be able to get the meaningful picks that they need right here, but right now going to be able to force a lot of the members of Bull Sharks back right now and allow the zone to be taken back here. It just seems like every time Bull Sharks gets an advantage here, it just seems like Egg Spaghetti has something to just paint the zone as well as push the other members back here. It seems like Egg Spaghetti is going to run away with this one, Spicy.
It seems like it indeed, but you can't count the Bull Sharks yet, at least, because they do still have a chance. There's still time on the clock, and you know what's happened before. Being able to make those comebacks, the Hammer is just barely going to miss the mark. But with 25 seconds left to go, all eyes are on X Spaghetti, or if they're going to be able to hold this and take this game 7 here and put themselves in a match point situation. 15 seconds to go. The zone is back in the neutral. Make that in favor of the Bull Sharks. They're going to try it for an overtime. Raven has something to say about that, though. Trying to take control now with these picks. And now X Spaghetti with 4 seconds to go. Are they going to be able to hold on just for one more second? They are. Wow. Spaghetti now on match points.
Unbelievable, I say. Unbelievable. I think this is like the 5th time I've said that. That's Spicy. Just every single game, these teams, I hold on to my breath thinking something's going to happen, that one team's going to get a major advantage, going to completely change the whole dynamic of how the lead is being held right there. But it just seems like Egg Spaghetti on zone just always had the zone painted and controlled at that moment, where Bull Sharks, even though they got the picks, even though they got the space, they were not able to get the paint down necessary to hold that zone right there. And you saw just how good Egg Spaghetti was at holding a space. We saw X7 previously playing that range blaster on the previous games right there, switch opting for the V shot right there, not only getting mileage with Zuka, but also the paint coming out from that V shot as well, allowing them to keep that zone a lot more effectively. And I'm curious to see if the range blaster might come back here on tower control, because tower control's Sturgeon, I believe, which is coming up here, right, is going to be one of the most critical modes here. One false move, one bad wipe, one bad positioning is going to allow the either team to take not just an inch, not just a mile, but 3 miles at least.
3 miles, yes. Oh man. And now history has shown at least that the Bull Sharks did win on tower control, Manta Maria, and this entire set has been one team wins, the other team responds back. So at the pattern we're going, we might be going into a game 9, which would set up for a Rainmaker game 9, and we saw what happened in game 5, which would be insane. But to get to there, we have to go through tower control Sturgeon Shipyard. And now we remember seeing what happened in game 4, I think it was, or game 3, whatever it was, and this was critical, honestly, where we saw the Bull Sharks really respond in wonders there, just with an amazing defensive hold. It's where their defense really started to shine after they got that lead. And I'm thinking here, this is probably going to be the mode where they might feel one of the most comfortable on, just being able to, like, in those like slower modes like Clam, and where control matters so much here. If they're able to just hold on, or if they get a lead and just like play their defense, it could be big, honestly. But I think Egg Spaghetti didn't have Raven in for that first tower control game, and Raven has been on fire in terms of just breaking through the defense of the Bull Sharks. Wonder if that might be the critical move here. This is a very, very important game. This could be send Egg Spaghetti into semifinals. Meanwhile, the Bull Sharks are playing for it with their season on the line. It's going to be a very dramatic game 8, and every game has been dramatic so far.
Oh yeah, dramatic cannot begin to be describe the way the script has been shaping out here. It's been tugging at my heartstrings, pulling me in ways that I did not realize I would be able to be pulled here. But spicy. Game number 8, match point for Egg Spaghetti here. Tower control Sturgeon. 1 inch equals not 1 mile, but 3 in this case here. Let's see these comps. Range Blaster is coming back on Egg Spaghetti side, as well as the Wiper Deco for Bull Sharks right here. Let's see if that defense they are known for is going to be able to break through, as well as the offense as necessary to break through these checkpoints and allow the knockout to happen here, Spicy.
Yes, and one other thing to note is the use of the Vanilla Jet Squelcher. So we're going to be seeing Inkvac now being in play for the Bull Sharks here, which is going to make some defensive stands like really important here. It's going to make things very difficult for XPA to make some paint, or really help Bull Sharks extend their lead here, because you see a vacuum on from Benadryl on the tower already. Gotta force it there. They're already at this first checkpoint, and now it looks like the Bull Sharks are trying to put some big offensive moves of their own here, despite their defense has been really holding strong. Now Spaghetti has control of the tower this time. Gonna try and move up here, see how far they're gonna be able to take this tower. Really just trying to move around here, get some extra points in the process. That suction bomb gonna force people off the tower very briefly, but Flopsy having the tactical on once again. Now it does look like they are gonna be able to take the lead, and this is shaping up for another very back and forth game.
Oh yeah, back and forth game indeed. Already seeing how Bull Sharks already take control of mid here. Neither team was able to break through checkpoint. In fact, it's just only a point separating these two apart here. Inkvac is online. Benadryl is ready and willing to pop it on Flopsy here, knowing how crucial the chip damage is from one side right here. Immediately flicking backwards, trying to get back onto this tower right here. Inker has popped the Zuka right here. That tower is still not going to break through, but now Octocali going to find Chu on that on the Wiper there, but the Bull Sharks managed to break through anyway, Spicy.
Yeah, they break through. They're going to extend their lead a bit longer here. 1 member down on their side, though. 2 members down now for the Bull Sharks. Wipe out instead, as Egg Spaghetti has responded with a huge move of their own here. The tower is now going back into mid, and they are really pushing up on this advantage. Raven going in like crazy, and they have the Zipcaster online too. Here it comes. What happened? What are we seeing right now from Raven? Pushing up here, trying to find all these picks and just forcing their way through the Bull Sharks defense.
Yeah, definitely. It just seems like Bull Shark's spawn is just now Egg Spaghetti spawn right now. It's just a playground for Raven Nest to go around with Zipcaster and move through. Yes, missiles have been deployed. Multiple members go down right here. And that checkpoint, it almost gets cleared as well. But no, it seems like Bull Shark manages to scrape through all the hard-earned offense that was laid down upon them. That tower's just not able to keep up with the momentum that Egg Spaghetti had there earlier. Now, the cooler is going to be up here. Spicy, let's see if Bull Sharks can respond with just as equal of a push as their own, but no, here comes this Raven with this Octobrush taking out all the souls that try to live near this tower here.
That Raven has just something to say about any type of momentum Bull Sharks are having here. As now Raven has a Zipcaster once again, and we've been seeing how much value comes out here to again finding another pick and then zipping away back to safety. The tower is once again in Egg Spaghetti favor. Octocali with a crab tank. Bring a ton of extra support as well. The Bull Sharks have the tower now, and there is still a lot of time with 100 seconds left to go, but this is looking really rough here with the way that Egg Spaghetti is playing. But 2 down now. It's the start of something here. Egg Spaghetti, Octocali's the only person up here, but 2 down now on the side of Bull Sharks. Tower once again back into mid. The Zuka now in play as well for their long-range potential to happen here. This is shaping up to be a very scary last 75 seconds. Holy.
Oh no, indeed. Yeah, I saw that coming from a mile away. 2 going down right here. Benadryl on this ink back, almost taking the tower all the way through here, but no, 3 members of Bull Shark managed to go down here. Gibbe is not going to be able to hold on to that tower here. Well, all the jumps come in here, and another wipeout happening. I think that's the 3rd one from Egg Spaghetti this entire game right here. I can't do math, but at least I can count the number of wipeouts that happen here.
Oh my, and Raven's still finding so many picks. Oh my gosh, that wipeout was finished off by Raven, and Raven has a Zipcaster once again, trying to break through the defense one more time, gets shut down though in the process. Now, Egg Spaghetti has tower control this time, and now they have the crab tank, they have the cooler as well, which is going to help for them to just get a chance to respawn back in if needed. But now their shot of Bull Sharks gets shut down once again though, and by who? No one else but Raven here, Octocali as well with that crab tank. This is shaping up to be a very tense final 10 seconds of regulation. The tower is still in control for Egg Spaghetti. One last chance for Bull Sharks to keep their season alive. They're going down here. If they're going to be able to force overtime, they have to do so now. 2 down in the process, though. And that's going to be it, though, as Egg Spaghetti punches their ticket into semifinals of Division 3.
Unbelievable, I say, Spicy. Unbelievable. Just amazing offense there. Like, I don't know. I felt like I was watching a superhero with Raven right there. You know, coming in with that Zipcaster, swinging all the way downtown from mid, just taking out not 1, 2 souls, recalling back, coming back like it's a coworker late for work right there. But hey, the work has been put in here, and Egg Spaghetti takes the game number 8, securing their spot into semifinals for Division 3 of CCA Season 5 here. Congratulations, Egg Spaghetti. Your run is continuing, and you will be meeting someone else on the other side of your bracket there. I'm not entirely sure on the team, but I do know that the finalist that is waiting at the other end is Long Beach Black as well. But hey, I'm not sure if game number 9 is going to be happening here, Spicy, but we just need a minute to admire both the teams, just how well they played an entire set.
It was a phenomenal set. Yes, it didn't go all 9 games like I was kind of hoping deep down inside it would, but it really just goes to show the quality of play from both teams, especially that second half of that set was, oh my gosh, it's absolutely insane. The Bull Sharks have really put up such a great fight. You saw that kind of defense they had, really, and really forcing Raven to have to play absolutely insane with their Octobrush, really forcing X7, Flopsy, Octocali, and Calicat to really do so much. The amount of play the Bull Sharks just were able to do, that kind of like defensive stand, though, and even translating that defense into offense was so beautiful, honestly. And the fact that their season does end here is a shame, but honestly, with the way they played against the 1 seed of playoffs, nothing to be ashamed of here for them.
Yeah, nothing to be shamed up at all. They put on a great performance there. It just seemed like Egg Spaghetti had a little bit of the X factor, or I guess the Raven factor, in which they were able to move in with that Octobrush, get multiple down with just a zip there, and sometimes even live through it. You saw how later on Bull Sharks was catching onto that and was shutting down that zip caster towards the later half of the game. It just, the moment that started happening, they just were not able to find and secure the picks necessary to move up on the tower convincingly, because it seems like every time they got into 2 down or they got in 3 down, right, it just, someone else on Egg Spaghetti was alive and ready to contest that tower, preventing it from moving up as well. And while that's happening, right, you know, Egg Spaghetti, rest of the members are respawning, getting their specials ready to respond with with an even bigger push of their own, and just keeping Bull Sharks back at their base, not being able to move up as confident. You saw Chu on the wiper there trying to get back into mid multiple times, just unable to, because of just how well painted and how well defended it was by Egg Spaghetti.
Yes, and that was honestly all great points right there. And now we're going into Rainmaker scores for the final game here, and we do see some interesting weapons being brought here. We do see the Dark Tetra, we do see S-Blast come out as well, and now we're also going to be seeing Chu bringing out the blue dapples here as well. We do see a dynamo from Gibe, so this is some interesting weapon compositions here. Do see some tried and true classics from both teams as well, but after what we saw at Rainmaker Humpback, Rainmaker Scorched Gorge might be super dramatic again.
Super dramatic might be the words we might be used for every game in the set right here. And already this Rainmaker gets picked up here, but no, it seems like Chu on this blue dapples right here is going to be able to move in, get that pick on that Rainmaker. Unfortunately, not going to be able to stop the force that is Raven right now. Raven just going to go in here, doesn't care one pick of sense for their life right now. And just going to be able to trade so many members there and allowing XPA to move up here. But Gibe coming down with a dynamo, raining down destruction if I ever seen any.
Good lord, yeah, Gibe with that kind of like with a dynamo, really offering so much offensive prowess, and then also offering that tactical support. That's such a great option, honestly, for the Bull Sharks right here. Now X7 now on the S-Blast, gonna have that Booyah Bomb, throw it off towards that check. And now the Rainmaker is going to reset here. No team really able to opt to mount a great push, different from what we saw earlier in this set, but the offensive potential here, especially X7 finding these picks and finding these assists here, really putting a lot of use of that S-Blast to different modes in great hands here now. Just trying to really find a pick here, but Gibe and Chu working together in tandem to finally take down X7. 2 down now for the side of Egg Spaghetti, and this could be the start of a push here for the Bull Sharks, who have a Reef Slider of their own. Tip was forced to a 3-down situation as well, as they do have a couple specials, have the Rainmaker available now as well. Gotta try and force a push here, take the lead, have that bubble, and this is gonna be their first checkpoint and take the lead here. Got extended here with that Reef Slider, and now force a couple picks here as well, as they have the Reef Slider on the other side of Egg Spaghetti. Absolutely, what is happening in this chaotic section here?
I don't know, Spicy. Just a lot of different things is happening. It just seems like a dually battle happened there as well. You know, Blue Dapple versus the Tetras right there. You know, a hotly debated topic amongst Reef Slider fans, right? Just a very interesting battle. But Gibe is just living here, getting that tactical, allowing the teammates to jump in here, get it all the way down to 41 here, looking to extend it even further. Toxic Miss doesn't matter, going to push through it, and just is going to allow them to score all the way down to 31 here. But the Rainmaker pop, and they're already running for it, Spicy, and getting a 10.
Well, excuse me, what is happening right now? The Rainmaker is being popped once again. Restarter coming out, and that's the Bull Sharks with some offense of their own just are gonna run through like a bull and just get that knockout right there in the last game, and able to play all 9. Well, that doesn't count. It just goes to show how close this set was with both these teams. Gibe absolutely popping off on the Dynamo Roller, and with so many great options really from the Bull Sharks. That was a phenomenal game from them overall.
Phenomenal game indeed, Spicy. Good job to both these teams here. But you know, something I gotta do. You mentioned this earlier. You said you wanted to see the stats for that Rainmaker Humpback game and just how scrappy it was. So before we leave, I think we should treat our audience a little bit to exactly what happened on Rainmaker Humpback. Let's see this scoreboard right here.
Oh my, what am I looking at? What?
Double digits all around for the kills and the deaths as well. And you can see the only two people that managed to scrape by without a double-digit death are OctoCali and X7 right there. And you can just see how important they were in that game right there, securing a lot of picks, a lot of positions, staying alive, right, for these moments to allow those pushes to continue or keep that defense as necessary right there. Spicy, this has been such a wonderful, wonderful set, and this stat bar just basically tells you the entire story of this entire set right here.
It really does. I'm looking at from the side of Xpaghetti, they had 3 people hit 20 splats. That's insane. Almost everyone in this match hit over 10. And the value from both those teams, both in that game, and really throughout this entire set, just the amount of talent we saw was absolutely insane. And I think the crazy thing is, that was still just the first round. Xpaghetti goes on semis. I think they played Goomies actually, and then they go on into finals then. Yeah. So that's crazy here. That fact that there's still so much more Splatoon to be played for really in CCA. And the playoff action is really, we're only in like the first half of it still. We're still going in through semis, and then we got finals coming up. This is amazing. This is like the best time to be a CCA fan, the best time to be a Splatoon fan in general, because we are going in to some of the best sets I think we're going to see in a long time.
Yeah, definitely. We're going into the best sets we're going to be able to see here. But before we go here, I'm just going to show us a little bit of stats here. But we just got to admit right there, Spicy, you took the words right out of my mouth here. This is a good time to be a CCA fan, a Splatoon fan, any type of fan, and just ready to watch some good collegiate action happening soon. This is only the start, as this was only the quarterfinals. You still have plenty of semifinal matches to be played, as well as the final matches that are coming up the week after LTC. But before then, Spicy, where can the fine people of YouTube.com find you?
You could find me on YouTube at SpicyBM, I think. I actually don't know my YouTube, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You can find me on Twitter at 2SpicyBM or twitch.tv/_spicy, twitch.tv/spicy_BM. Yes, I think that is how it is now. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure casting with you, Neptune. Where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Neptune with an underscore at the end and the 2 instead of a TU, both on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, right? I am here in the CCA server. I am ready to eat as both a spectator and a production member to just help out, see what matches we can get on stream, how these matches shape out at the end of the day, and just see how they're going to be played as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stick around as we still have another match on CCA Twitch. I believe it's going to be Cephalopod Seminole Garnet. I think I just messed that up right there. Hang on. Let me try that again here, Spice. From the top here. From the top. Seminole Cephalopods Garnet versus We Aquatic Little Creatures as well at 10 p.m.